Alright, so I started the front speaker install on my Jeep. I figured I'd take a quick video so that other people know how to do it. First thing that you can do is you can take out your glove box. It's real easy. You just push in and it'll pull right out. Then you can take out this panel. I just use a little pick here, and you can just pop it right out. It's real easy to take out. You just pull all these push pins out. Now, I don't know if you can see this. So they're just little push pins, all of them, no screws or anything on these ones. The next thing you can do is do the same thing with the tweeter. Now the tweeter, you can just use another little pick on the bottom and just pull it right out. And just so you can see what it looks like here, it's going to be the tweeter. It's a pretty pathetic looking tweeter that is pressed into here, and you just pull it right out and the whole piece comes out and you got your tweeter. Now depending on what speakers you're putting in, you can either reuse this or what I'm going to do, you've got a couple of options actually. You can trim this and kind of fit your other tweeter in there, or a lot of these kits like the Polk one come with a little a new little disc that you can mount on the outside here to make it look like stock, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to center it properly and make it look like stock. So once you've got those pieces out, you'll notice a couple of bolts on the actual speaker thing here. I've seen a couple of videos with guys taking apart their whole dash. You really don't need to do that, especially on the passenger side. So just get to this point and I'll show you where the bolts are. Alright, so I know the lighting isn't great, but I'll let you know where these bolts are. You've got two 7mm bolts that are right here. They're gold in color, like this, and they go right here. The other one, there's only one more. It's a 10mm head, and the bolt is in the glove box right here. Okay, so it's right next to this box. When you're feeling around the box, you'll see what I'm talking about. But this bolt is facing like this, so you got to get a stubby little socket, put it underneath, and do it like that. I'm not sure why they did that. Probably just the way it was on the assembly line. But once you get those three out, you'll feel it's loose. Okay. There's one electrical connector that you can just pull out. You just pinch it and pull out like every other automotive connector, and that will make it's free. And then all it's a matter of doing after that is kind of bowing this out a little bit and pushing it in this direction so you can take it out through the glove box. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle here, and you just kind of work it. You want to be gentle so that you don't break anything, of course, but it's not too difficult. See, it'll just pop right out. So this is the 10mm bolt that I was talking about, goes up through this. Then the other two are on this side here that go right into it. This is the electrical connector right here on the back. So the speaker just sits like this. Now when you're upgrading this, and I'll go through it when I'm actually putting the speaker in, you're going to want to do whatever you can to make this thing more solid. So you could Dynamat the interior or vinyl line the outside. So make it real sturdy, put polyfill in it, and you'll get a whole bunch better sound even if you don't upgrade the speakers. So that's all there is to the passenger side. Alright, so this is what it looks like all buttoned up. As you can see, I've got the tweeter mounted here. It's nice and sturdy, and the speaker fits, and everything looks pretty stock. I never like to cut any wires, so there are no cut wires in here. I've used all adapters and things like that. And then this, if I wanted to go back to stock, I can just pull this out and replace it with the stock one again. So it can be reverted to stock very easily, but the sound quality is going to be a whole lot better. So again, these are the Polk component speakers, the marine grade, and I'm pushing them with an Alpine. It's a little amp. It's maybe, I don't know, 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, something like that, and it's in the dash, and that's what's pushing them right now. So I'm going to do the other side and let you know how to do that. Okay, so I'm on the driver's side. The driver's side is very similar. It's got a couple of extra bolts that you're going to have to take out, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to take off this piece, we're going to pull off this piece, and this piece just pulls right out. It's pretty easy, it just pulls right out. Now mine's got a fog light switch in it, so that's what this is. It's a little fog light switch. But if yours is stock, it's not going to have anything, and it'll just be able to drop right out. So you're going to need to take this off. You'll take this off. You can pull the tweeter out the same way, and then the only difference is you'll first need to take out. Let's see if I can get a decent shot here. Okay, so in here, you're going to see that there are four bolts in here. You need to take these ones out so that you can have a little bit of leeway here, and then you'll need to take the same 3 bolts out as the other side to get this speaker pod, and you can just bend it back and push the pod out. So go ahead and you can take out those bolts. Okay, my light is failing me here, but I just wanted to point out that I did miss one screw in my last instruction here. There's one bolt that goes through the bottom here, and once you've removed all those, it just kind of peels back. Now generally I'd be real hesitant to do this just because it's plastic, but I'm sure that once you start doing it, you'll feel it's very pliable, and I don't think it's going to leave any stress marks or anything like that. And then you just remove the speaker just the same way with those 3 bolts, the same way, and you just wiggle it out, and that's how you get it out. Alright, so I figured I'd show you guys how I'm actually doing my speaker boxes. You can do it how you want, but this is how I'm doing mine. I'm taking out the speakers. I'm taking out the stock speakers like this. Okay, and then I've got these little pigtails, and I've got these things. I got these on Amazon. I'll post the link, and I can connect them directly to this. And what I'll do is I'm gonna drill a hole in this box right here, and I'm gonna solder one lead, one extra piece of wire onto this. Okay, so this is going to be getting power just as it would from a normal system, and I'll run this through, and this will go to the crossover, and then I'll have another lead coming back from the crossover that comes through this hole again and connects to the speaker. So I just need to wire these 2 lines through a hole so that I can get the right thing. Now my amp is in line with the head unit that goes to stock speakers. I'll post the model number. It's a little Alpine unit that goes behind your head unit that powers through your existing wiring, so you don't have to rewire everything. So that's why I can do it this way. I really don't like cutting any wires, so that's another reason I'm doing it this way, so that I can always revert back to stock if I want to. And of course I'm going to fill this with polyfill. The only thing that you're going to have to do is you'll see this piece here. This is a generic speaker grill adapter, but I think some speakers come with them. I didn't know mine was going to come with these, so I bought these. But you'll notice that we've got 2 that fit right in here. This is the Scotch kit, and then this one that doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this piece off. I'm careful because it's going to shoot out. Okay, so I just kind of adapt it a little bit, and then I'm just going to drill a hole right there, and it fits perfectly. So this is really, really nice. Just drill one hole and that's it. I got one hole here, and I'm going to drill this hole here. And then depending on where the speaker lines up, I'm probably going to have to, and depending on what size speaker you use, probably going to have to drill these holes out as well. just for the speakers that I'm using. Again, I'm using the DB650 6501s. I'll show you one here. I've read that they're really nice speakers, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a shot in this vehicle. I mean, for speakers, they're real cheap. I think these were under $100, something like that. It's pretty cheap. And then the rear ones, I just got some coaxes. They're not components. And those ones were only like $65. So if you listen to music as often as I do, it's really worth it. That's the speaker that I'm putting in. So you can see the mounting depth. And it's going to fit real nicely in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wire this all up and get all this stuff done. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've gone ahead and installed this, drilled a couple of holes here, went ahead and soldered this up so that this is ready to go. Connect this. You'll want to get some polyfill. It's like $3. There's no reason not to do it. It gives you a nice sound because it dampens the rearward reverberations that go back into the box. So it gives you kind of a deeper sound. So you just fill it up a little bit. And this one's going to go outside. Again, this is where my power is coming from in my setup. Yours may be slightly different, but I'm going to put this part in here. I'm just going to wind it around like that. Okay. And then we need, of course, the leads that actually connect to the speaker. And this is going to come from the crossover. And the hole size that I'm using is just 1/4 inch, and it seems like it's a real good fit for two of these wires to go through. You don't want to make it too big. Be real careful with these. These will bend on you if you just try and force them down. Okay. Just going to sit right in here like this, line it up, and you do want to make sure that you've got the little foam insulator in here as well. Don't leave that out. I believe the drill bit that I used for these holes is 1/8. Your time here. Alright, so this is it right here. As you see, I've got the 2 leads that come out. The only thing is you want to make sure that you mark one of them so you know which one's which, of course, because one of them is going to be the power going to your crossover, and then one of them is going to be bringing the power back to the speaker. So just make sure that you differentiate that. I just use a black marker, and that's it. Go ahead and install it and be good to go. Some people put Dynamat on the inside of these. I did that in my sound bar. I don't have any right now. I'll probably take it apart later and redo it. And then I think I'm also going to rhino line the outside of them or use Line X or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall it, and that's it.